First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. His first carry. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. Go. Take the edge. Go. Jam.
Here's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they didn't get the wake-up call before the game. They got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Down. 18 Gator. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me something. Bam. Check down.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Rock it.
Here's Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready. 53. Check 53. Watch the run.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. He finds an opening past the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Lake. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
X3, 218, jump.
On first down, Lake. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch the edge. Alert flare, flare, flare.
Now it's Hines. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start on the ground with Perine. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down. Lake. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You draw forces. Hey, let go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lake. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Los Angeles.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, box drop, box drop. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Check Mike, check Mike. Mike, let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Lake. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check 3. Kill.
Now a give right side. Hines. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Check, crunch. 25, check 25, check 25. Check. Yeah, 61. Max Fox. Right. Rush in. Check 4. Please. Watch the shit.
This is Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line. SOS. Check 24, check 24. 22, check, bomber. He's 22. Check, bomber. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. Switch the out. Go, baby, turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Whip. Watch the whip. You go tight. You got tight.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Off the bootleg. Lake. That's taken in by Henderson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bravo!
Looking to throw. Lake. He's going to let this one go deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
34-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. Looking deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Hines. 25 yards the pickup there, also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first and 10, Lake. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on second down, Lake. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On third down, here's Henderson. A big gain there on 3rd and long. And even 50 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Lake going to throw deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team...
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He don't want it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Jack Rabbit. Jack Rabbit. Check. Check. Go, go.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Zoo. Check it. Leo. Check. Go. Switch. Watch out. Look at me. Go. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Joker. Check. Hey, Sam off.
On 1st down, Lake. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm like, be careful.
Throwing again. Lake. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No. Smooth.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be caught. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the run. 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Lake, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, Orbit. They go. 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 Hey, Orbit.
Looking to throw on second down. Lake, and that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go, G.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lake. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Ready, break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Now.
From the gun, Lake. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield. And
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go,
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So don't say nothing. Mike 20. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Single receiver. $49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, check. Zoom.
They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, high 7, now. 53. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lake. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 53. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
On first down, it's Gurley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yep. Defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Shift. Check. 53.
2nd and 1. And he whips that one incomplete there. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
58, ready?
Operating from the gun, Lake, and it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike, 58, right there. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Eddie Weber. Don't let him breathe, defense. Switch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Fair. Get wide. Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, echo. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You got nothing. Go.
To throw again. Lake. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. 11 yards there. First down.
Single. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, box drop. 5.
From the gun. Lake. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
58's the mic, 58's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Second and 11. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
They run. It's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Delta. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Offense ready.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The 20-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch QB draw. 66, bullet, high. Jam. Check 13. Check 13. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Shim.
They run again with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Set, hut. Get the flag. Watch 49. Smoke small for you. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I don't think you got it, son. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Let's bring it. Off. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 49.
Looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dayon Buchanan able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Let's go. Wait. Check. 49's the mic. Watch 49. 3 buzz. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corkers. Here I come. Hit it.
On first down, it's Logan. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Super. Mike 20. Pick it up.
Now it's the backup gone. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Logan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now, Goff. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Good track, good track. 14. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Switch up.
On second and 11 now. Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
We got three. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up third down and 7.
The Colts on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Under crunch. Hey. Check 50. Six. 49's the mic. Watch 49. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll drop the throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort